Time was tight. We had an autograph signing in just a few hours, but I wanted to make sure I got enough work in with the new guys. The practice seemed to fly by. We all left the field feeling pretty pumped for our next game together.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a dead cat tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Butcher. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So this offense, Charles, we learned this week that they've apparently now reached a level that they feel obliged to give themselves a moniker, a nickname here. And so this is what they want to be known as going forward. The Super Duper Dub Club. So do with that information what you will.
Well, thank you for letting me know, and I love the way you rolled it out there. The Super Duper Dub Club. Okay, maybe not quite what I would have gone with, but anything they want to use to bond themselves together, if they feel like it fits and it's apropos, that's all that matters. Fine by me. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a nice Nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Their own 7-yard line.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll run on first down. Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The give is to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Butcher. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On first down, it's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
You know, Charles, in this offense, you and I talked about it off air, but they already had a lot of weapons. But since we last saw them, they've added another piece to the puzzle. Is it possible, though, that maybe at some point you make too many moves, you tinker a little too much?
It's possible. There's no doubt about that, because sometimes you can look at it, have it almost perfected, and say, let's add one more, and it doesn't quite work out. That means you've got to know who you're bringing in, and you have to know your locker room and how they're going to gel together and find a way to make it work. And right now, it's working really well for this crew. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. First carry for Carlos Hyde.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Butcher. And he's got a new one.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it?
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 7.
Give to Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Jones, the ball carrier.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's
operating from the gun. Butcher. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They'll run on first down. Jones. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On first down, Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Butcher. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Now Jones. Get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for him with Hyde. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 41-yard kick there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here first and... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On first down, Butcher. This is caught by Malik Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. To throw on second down. Butcher buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Butcher. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
On the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
They'll run it with Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
To Quincy Enunwa. It's a gain of 20.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Off play action. Butcher. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down. Butcher, flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Adams. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Butcher. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 2-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Aaron Jones.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Again, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throw left side complete. It's Adams.
To Devontae Adams.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. Keep firing.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
15-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
6-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And after the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Butcher. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Well, man, open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Packers.
Throwing on first down. Butcher flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tackle on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
The
Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's second and 9. They'll go again to Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This a long one from 54. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.